Memorial, you have 1 minute remaining in your setup period.
Safe Memorial?
To do?
Incredible.
Things.
Safe Memorial?
Dares?
To do?
Incredible.
Things.
Safe Memorial?
Dares?
To do?
Incredible.
Things.
You may now begin your presentation.
Newfoundland and Labrador, on the eastern edge of Canada, is epitomized by rugged shorelines, crashing waves, colorful row houses, and of course, our people. Our province is on the cusp of great things. Our economy is booming with developments in technology, oil, and hydro. This is the land of opportunity. But all this success has created a social divide within our province. This gap makes it easy to forget about those who face challenges every day. Hidden in the shadows of our communities, these individuals have tremendous potential, but often struggle to realize it. But who dares to help them? At Safe Memorial, we dare to recognize these people's potential. We dare to help them emerge from the shadows. And we dare to change lives.
This year, we ran 12 projects with over 4,700 people and reinvested more than $2.1 million into our economy. But what does this really mean? To show you, we'll share with you one person's story in each of our 3 most impactful projects. We'll walk you through our needs assessment, our approach, how we empowered people in need, our results, and we'll summarize with our triple bottom line, the relevant social, economic, and environmental factors. And at the end of our presentation, we'll highlight 4 other long-running initiatives.
And new this year, we've added a comprehensive green audit tool. We work with each of our entrepreneurial businesses to identify areas that need environmental improvement. We make recommendations and help them achieve better business practices to meet a Safe Memorial standard of green.
At Safe Memorial, we dare to help the people who need it the most, and they dare to overcome.
Everyone sees people in their community pushing carts and collecting recyclables to earn a living. Someone who is seen as a social outsider. Someone like Gervais. Who would convince their community to give him a chance? Who would give him the opportunity to run his own business? Who would dare give him a hand up and not a handout? We did.
In Newfoundland and Labrador, customers pay a bottle deposit and receive it back when empty bottles are returned to the depot. Yet we are still the worst province when it comes to recycling. In all this trash, there are countless environmental consequences, but there's also high economic value. Some members of our community have to push carts and collect recyclables to support themselves. Overlooked by society, these individuals lack the skills to generate the economic return necessary to live day to day. Seeing their unique entrepreneurial potential and the value of just one recyclable, we created Project Bottlepreneur.
Meet Gervais McCarthy. Every morning he woke up and began a 10-hour day of dumpster diving and scouring our city streets for recyclables. This routine earned him a mere $4 per hour, nowhere near what he needs to support himself, his wife, and 5-year-old son. Through our newest program, we're helping bottlepreneurs like Gervais enhance their social standing in the community, generate more income, and of course, decrease our province's waste.
Here's how we started. we approached our local recycling depots, and they connected us with 8 individuals who they thought could benefit from this type of program. And this is when we met Gervais. After evaluating his process, we found several opportunities for improvement.
Our city only offers curbside recycling pickup to households on a bi-weekly basis, but Gervais was walking by thousands of these homes every day. We worked with him to section his route into 6 zones, allowing him to offer weekly recycling pickup to over 4,000 households. We branded the project and created a marketing campaign, going door to door, distributing eco-friendly brochures, teaching households how they can get involved in our program.
After collaborating with Gervais to enhance his operations, we provided him with a guide outlining his new, more efficient routes. Then we introduced him to his clients, teaching him the importance of customer relationship management. Now, Gervais feels a commitment to his clients, has the skills to maintain his customer base, and the knowledge to run his business independently.
With his newfound success, Gervais was having difficulty transporting all of his recyclables to the depot. To help him, we designed a more effective and ergonomic cart. But as you can see, we had no idea what we were doing. So we formed a partnership with our engineering faculty. This spring, students will be required to design a better cart as their major term project. Once completed, the prototype will be tested by Gervais and other bottle preneurs to ensure it meets their needs of carrying more recyclables with less strain. Project Bottle Preneur has made a huge difference in Gervais's life. Let's hear what he has to say.
Basically, I went around picking the bins and seeing if I could make any money off it. It's way better doing it at the houses, yeah, because, well, I don't really have any friends. Like, I'm not antisocial, but I'll talk to people and stuff. I just try to keep to myself. But if we're talking to these people where they're putting out recyclables, I guess we got something in common in that kind of sense. So it helps with my bills and stuff like that. It was actually income from this makes me feel more confident about myself too, right? I don't have to rely on jumping in a dumpster, and it's actually worth it.
Once seen as a social outsider, Gervais is now a valued member of our community. His new business model allows him to spend quality time with his family, and he now has the confidence to expand his current and future environmental ventures.
Gervais now services over 200 homes, offering them a more frequent recycling program. He is working fewer hours and has already doubled his daily profit. Gervais is on pace to divert over 500,000 recyclables from landfills this year, which is equivalent to over 1,000 barrels of oil.
And the project is now self-financing, as proceeds from local businesses' recyclables, collected by site volunteers, enter a pool of money that will be used to fund future project development. And we've even created a Project Bottlepreneur expansion plan to help all 8 bottlepreneurs cover the streets in our capital city.
To summarize, let's take a look at Project Bottlepreneur's triple bottom line. Socially, bottlepreneurs are now seen as valued members in our society, and Gervais has already engaged over 200 households in this community effort.
In terms of economics, these bottlepreneurs now have more secure incomes. Gervais has doubled his daily profit, and this is still rising. Just last week, he made over $100 in one day.
And environmentally, we have increased household recycling, and Gervais is on pace to divert over 500,000 recyclables from landfills this year.
And that's how Project Bottlepreneur empowers individuals to clean up our community.
Everyone knows someone with a disability. Someone who faces challenges every day. Someone like Jackie, who would give her the chance to become an author, who would help her spread her message, who would dare look past her disability to see her unique abilities. We did.
In Newfoundland and Labrador, 65% of persons with disabilities are unemployed. Many of these individuals have specialized skills that could be applied to entrepreneurial ventures, but they go unnoticed because they face social and economic barriers. Scythe Memorial responded to this need by creating Bright Futures, a project dedicated to providing entrepreneurial opportunities for individuals with disabilities.
Meet Jackie Squire. Growing up with a disability, Jackie faced many challenges. At the age of 21, she was forced to leave school, and has never been able to secure a job or earn her own income. With a unique artistic skill, she wrote and illustrated a children's book about her struggles of being bullied, The Life of Little Hoot.
Jackie wanted to share her story, but didn't know how. Here's how we made Bright Futures work for her. We helped her edit and reformat her book to better fit her target audience, copyrighted her book to ensure her work was protected, secured a contract with a printing company, reduced her costs, and maximized profits. Jackie is currently selling her book through Selling Days and her online store. And she's even going green by working on audio and ebook versions of her book.
Through our professional development sessions, ranging from goal setting to networking, Jackie developed her sales pitch and even created her own business cards. Now her book is published and has received an overwhelming response.
To share Jackie's anti-bullying message, we created a marketing campaign, Bully Proof. Bully Proof consists of Jackie, along with site volunteers, visiting elementary schools to read the book, discuss bullying, and share personal experiences. This year, we've worked with over 1,700 students in 18 schools.
It's amazing to see the difference 1 year can make. Jackie's story has inspired kids to stand up against bullying. She's been featured on CBC and even took the initiative to network with our premier. Jackie told us that she used to think she had special needs, but now realizes she has special talents. Let's hear more about her journey.
I was shy, I was scared. This year I'm brave, I'm positive, and I just tell myself, just do it. I know now I got little children's attention, reaching out to that boy that was just here moments ago, and autographing the books, and it's an honor. How do I feel? Strong, understood. I feel like I'm being taken serious. I feel liked, I feel respected. I feel like, that I make the difference here. Like, I care about those kids, and it's like, wow, they care about me. I wish my life was like this all the time. Because then it makes me feel like I'm special and that I'm worth it. It makes me feel like I'm almost normal.
Jackie is now integrated into society and has the social skills and self-confidence to succeed. She's spreading awareness of disabilities and bullying within the younger generation and is now working on her second book.
Working with Jackie, we've reduced printing costs by 52%, increased profit from only 20 cents to over $4 per book, and she's sold over 300 copies.
Jackie's business now has a sustainable framework, and she's running it all on her own. Even our Provincial Department of Education is interested in including the book as an educational resource, available to over 20,000 students.
Jackie now has a sustainable framework for her business. She's going forward with her business, and oh my God. And we're now made a Bright Futures model, offering future entrepreneurs similar opportunities through needs assessments, professional development sessions, marketing campaigns, and tips on how to be green. This model provides each entrepreneur with the skills and ability to succeed well beyond our program. And using this model, we are now working with 2 new entrepreneurs, Kenny, an artist, and Melissa, a seamstress.
To summarize, let's take a look at Bright Future's triple bottom line. Socially, we are instilling a sense of confidence in these entrepreneurs, enabling them to take on a new role in society.
In terms of economics, these individuals can now earn their own income. Since we started working with Jackie, she's generated over $3,700 in revenues.
And environmentally, we evaluated each entrepreneur's green practices and created eco-friendly improvements unique to their business.
And that's how Bright Futures creates opportunities for persons with disabilities.
Everyone knows someone who has dedicated their life to defend our country. Someone who returns home unsure of what their future will hold. Someone like JR, who would take the time to help him integrate back into civilian life, who would see past his uniform and give him the chance to explore his entrepreneurial potential, who would dare unite a nation to give back. We did.
Thousands of Canadian Forces members leave the military each year. turning to assistance programs to reintegrate into civilian life. But the Canadian Forces offered no entrepreneurial programs. In 2008, we were approached by the Department of National Defense to create Based in Business for medically released and soon-to-be retired Canadian Forces members. This is the first and only recognized entrepreneurial transition program in the Canadian military.
Meet J.R. Smith. After serving 11 years in the military and losing some of his best friends on the front lines in Afghanistan, he came to us with dreams of one day owning a cabinetry business. Now in its 4th year, Based in Business continues to empower people like JR to become entrepreneurs.
Here's how Based in Business works. Participants from across Canada arrive at Memorial University for a 1-week business bootcamp completely free of charge. During the day, they attend sessions facilitated by professors and site volunteers. And in the evening, we work one-on-one with them to develop their business plans. After graduating, participants are paired with professional mentors to ensure the long-term success of their business.
Based on feedback from annual comprehensive evaluations, we've tailored the program to better meet the needs of the participants. We've developed a core curriculum of business essentials and electives specific to their business needs. We've even applied our new green audit tool to these companies to reduce their environmental waste and increase their savings.
With newfound confidence and knowledge, the entrepreneurs return home to run their businesses, create new jobs, and build stronger communities. JR told us that he came to our program simply wanting to build cabinets and left thinking like a business owner. Let's hear what more of this year's participants had to say.
This week, the students at Site Memorial that are running the Based in Business program have taught us an incredible amount of invaluable information on running a small business.
Accounting, marketing, HR. I mean, I've learned more here probably in the last week than I'll learn in my last 32 years.
It was fantastic, all the help and the energy that the students and the faculty brought to this program.
From the day that we landed at the airport until the day we left, it was awesome. They took care of us like we were brother, sister, and we were part of a big family.
I tried hard to get here, and I'm really happy I came.
That was a good experience for me, and I hope other people will go through that. They have the same experience as I did.
Loved it.
After graduating from Based in Business, JR enrolled in trade school and is now running his business part-time. Since January, JR has already generated revenues of $4,500, and he's just getting started. JR is just one of the 27 Canadian Forces members that have attended Based in Business. Since 2009, 18 participants have started their ventures, generating over $700,000 in revenue.
Recognizing this impact, the Department of National Defense presented us with an award of merit for outstanding commitment to the Canadian Forces. And Manulife Financial covers the cost of all medically released participants. This program on its own is incredible, but this year, Based in Business has gone above and beyond what we could have ever imagined.
The Prince of Wales has a foundation called Prince's Charities Canada. This year, they conducted a nationwide assessment of programs available to Canadian military personnel who want to start their own business. Our program was selected as the best in the country and later endorsed by the Prince of Wales himself. As a result, in November, we secured a 3-year, $2 million partnership with the Canadian Youth Business Foundation to create the Prince's Operation Entrepreneur. This will give participants the opportunity to attend Based in Business and access financing and mentoring from CYBF's proven program. This new partnership will allow us to run boot camps across the country, offer them in both official languages, and do so much more for deserving Canadian Forces members.
In just 2 weeks, the Prince of Wales will be officially launching this program at the Gagetown Forces Base in New Brunswick during his official visit to Canada. This event brings together past and future participants and members of Site Memorial and CYBF to meet with the Prince of Wales and attend a workshop on how to ensure the success of the Prince's Operation Entrepreneur. This program is so close to the Prince's heart that in the future, he sees it operating in his home country and other countries within the Commonwealth.
To summarize, let's take a look at Based in Business's triple bottom line. Socially, these Canadian Forces members now have the confidence and skills to run their own entrepreneurial ventures.
In terms of economics, 18 businesses have created 22 jobs, and we've secured over $2 million in project funding.
And environmentally, this year we introduced eco-friendly business practices into the curriculum and conducted 6 green audits to identify ways these businesses can reduce waste and increase savings.
And that's how Based in Business changes the lives of our country's men and women in uniform.
We're so proud of the impact that these 3 projects have had in our community, but again, these are just 3 of our 12 projects that have impacted over 4,700 people this year. Now, we're going to take a quick look at the results of 4 of our other long-running initiatives.
Be Green is our youth environmental program for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Canada. In its 4th year, Be Green expanded from 12 to 29 clubs, impacting over 1,700 youth in all 10 provinces, making it the first SIFE program in Canada to achieve this level of national reach. Recognizing this success, Scouts Canada approached us to design the portfolio of tasks for their World Scout Environment Award.
Launchpad, Canada's first student-run entrepreneurial incubation center, is in its 10th year of operation. We've continued to enhance client services and provide the support necessary for students to graduate and become full-time entrepreneurs. This year, Launchpad was home to 13 student entrepreneurs who created 20 jobs and generated over $1.8 million in revenues.
FYI, in its 3rd year, offers high school students the tools to effectively manage their finances through the FYI Expense Tracker app developed in partnership with the Newfoundland and Labrador Credit Union. This year, our Provincial Department of Education is making our app part of a mandatory high school course, reaching over 5,500 students each year.
FLAGS, our financial education program for seniors, was created in 2008 from a partnership with Scotiabank. Through our Train the Trainer program, we've partnered with Scotiabank employees across the country to run flags in their communities. This year, on pace with our original project timeline, flags was successfully transferred to Scotiabank and will be delivered throughout their branches across Canada.
This year, from Newfoundland and Labrador to British Columbia through 154 events, our projects have impacted over 4,700 people from the ages of 5 to 91 and had an international reach of 9 countries.
Through 52 partnerships, a 12-member business advisory board, and a 50-member alumni network, we are provided with the support to ensure our organization's long-term sustainability.
SIFE Memorial continues to be an environmental leader by developing a new green audit tool and offsetting over 500,000 kilometers of air travel this year.
This year, we've received awards for excellence in regional economic development and outstanding commitment to environmental sustainability.
With an operating budget of over $200,000, 64 members contributed over 22,000 volunteer hours. That resulted in the creation of 47 jobs and the reinvestment of over $2.1 million into our economy.
The Prime Minister of Canada recognized our efforts to improve the quality of life and raise the standard of living of Canadians, as he sees us as a shining example of what can be achieved when we commit to making a positive difference in our society.
And we have committed. We've committed to looking for those gaps left by our society's economy and filling them with sustainable projects that change the social, economic, and environmental landscape of our province and country. We recognize that people are defined by more than what you see on the surface. We saw the environmental leader in a social outcast, the capabilities in disabilities, and the business owner behind the uniform. Now, they are part of our province's booming economy and have the skills to succeed well into the future. This is SIFE Memorial, where we dare to do incredible things.
And we will now begin our question and answer period.
Hi there, great job. Can you explain the expansion plan concept for Bottlepreneur? And secondly, as part of that question, does the CRA take part of his revenues?
Sorry, it's really hard to hear you from up here.
Does the CRA take a piece of his revenues out of that?
No, of course not. All the revenues Gervais takes are for himself. Because he's collecting a deposit from an already paid by customers that he now services, he doesn't need to pay taxes because it's not a taxable income. But we are fortunate to actually have very strong partnerships within our community, so we do continue to do due diligence on it to make sure everything we are doing, as well as Gervais, is completely by the book.
In terms of your first question on the expansion plan, we do have a partnership with Evergreen, our local recycling depot, and they've connected us with 7 other bottlepreneurs that are interested in the program. We've only been working with Gervais for about 3 months now, and he's seen tremendous success, and we're really excited to move that forward.
Could you provide us with a little bit more information on the Flags program and how you transferred that over to the partner there?
Yeah, absolutely. We're so proud of our Flags program. It was developed 4 years ago with a partnership with Scotiabank, where we actually go into senior citizens' homes and teach them all about different financial issues, fraud and identity theft, personal financial knowledge, energy efficiency, and legal issues. And it was a really great program that we really kind of worked through our provincial network and then started to expand across the country to try and perfect it. And in order to pitch it to Scotiabank and send it on its way at the end of our partnership, as we had always intended, we developed a manual which covered all the bases. And everything we knew about the program, we handed over to them, and now they know how to run it efficiently and effectively. And they're, rolling it out across the country, and we're so proud of that fact. Yeah.
I've seen you guys up there a few years in a row. What would you say your group up there has added, because there's a lot of programs that have continued year to year? What has this group done and where have you seen the greatest enhancement by this group that's standing up there in any of your projects? Because there's some long-standing projects.
I can answer that for you for sure. This year, only 3 months ago, I actually saw the need within our community. I live very close to a recycling depot, and I had seen these bottlepreneurs walking down our streets and knew there was many recyclables within households that weren't able to be reached within our community. So I saw the need and decided to try and link the two to create Project Bottlepreneur. So that was one really big impact that we've done with this group on stage. We also have some of our senior executive on stage, as well as different tiers of project managers, and we're all at different stages of our university careers. So as we move up through our program, we hope to move through the program as well and do more impact for our SIFE team.
I'm curious about your team's, over here, short guy in here. I'm curious about your team's success in terms of its own PR in having such high-profile partners and awards. Is there one particular person or method that you employed to do that, and how have you seen that pay off for the people you are helping?
Absolutely. Within SIFE Memorial, we have a framework for sustainability, and one of those positions that we have within our senior executive and leadership team is an individual responsible for marketing, communications, and public relations. I've actually been the current member responsible for that for the past several years, and as I'm graduating this year, we decided to have a public relations apprentice role, which John is actually in at this very moment, and I'm transitioning everything over to him. We have tremendous partnerships within our city. One of those is with Steel Communications, and they have the largest reach of radio and website radio advertising within our province. They actually reach 70% of the people within Newfoundland and Labrador. We utilize them quite a bit for many of our projects, and they are so eager always to promote everything that we're doing. We also find that in our city of St. John's, and even within the province, because of our reputation, we tend to get much media coverage, but it's not always about SIFE Memorial. We always try to get media coverage on Jackie. For example, she was on CBC Radio early this year, which she told us prior to that was one of her big dreams. We were so happy to make that come true. She just did a TV interview actually with a company called Ed of the Fog, a talk show in St. John's. So it's from our reputation that we're privileged to have some great public relations, but we like to transfer that down to the participants and see that roll out into their future success.
Can you talk about how you're going to roll out Based in Business across Canada?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Can you talk about how you're going to roll out Based in Business across Canada?
Certainly. With the new partnership we've developed with the Canadian Youth Business Foundation, we have a 3-year plan in place to expand Based in Business into 3 different universities across
Fired.
Canada.
Your time is up. Let's all thank the team from Memorial University of Newfoundland.